Hey everybody, it's a table, it's a fairly dirty table, and this is a dog. She's excited to see what's in store for today's video thing. Actually, she doesn't give a shit. Can't say I blame her, but, she's going away now. Excellent. Anyways, this came in the mail a while ago, and you're watching this a further while ago. So we got this Atari 2600 Plus, the newest game console from Atari, I guess. So it turns out I did get an Atari VCS, just not that one. But yeah, it's a 2600 Plus. It's an actual 2600 machine, except not really, because apparently it's emulated. And it can play both 2600 and 7800 games, which is what sold me on the deal. Anyways, I barely got it out of the package. So that's what we got here. Storage 256 of megabytes, RAM 256 megabytes, cartridge 2600, 7800. So we'll start. For the compatibility list, go to Atari. Okay, yeah, so there's some games this is not compatible because this is not an actual 2600 machine or 7800 machine. It's emulated. Atari 2600 Plus. Have you played Atari today? And of course, this is the 10-in-1 cartridge included. Lots of dip switches apparently. It's rated E for everyone. I guess the cartridge is rated E for everyone. Anyways, you got an Atari logo on one side. Got an Atari logo on the other side. And you got this thing blocking the back of the box. Actually, that is the back of the box. Warning: to avoid danger of suffocation, please keep this plastic bag away from babies and children. This bag is not a toy. Okay, so I could let the dog play with the bag. Alright, that's good to know. Wouldn't want to pop a bag that trying to do this with one hand here. Bear with me, please. And see how excited the dog is? She's probably waiting for the bag. Ah, there we are. So I shall attempt to do this with one hand. I will eventually do this with one hand. We'll eventually get around to doing this with one hand. Okay, here you go. Have a bag. They told me to keep this bag away from babies and children. They didn't say anything about pets. So I think you could play with the bag. Actually, you know what? Don't play with the bag. Actually, you know what? Go for a walk. That'd probably be a better idea. Anyways, Atari 2600 Plus experienced the beginning of home console video gaming. I thought that was the Magnavox Odyssey, but whatever. Anyways, Atari 2600 Plus video game system, CX40 Plus joystick, 10 games in one cartridge, 1.5 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter would have been like a very tiny HDMI cable. It'd barely be the damn thing. 1.5 meter USB power cable, no plug presumably, and yes, indeed, AC adapter not included. So if you don't have like an HDMI thing, Yes, this video game device requires AC adapter with USB-A port, TV monitor with an HDMI port. I guess you could do this with a proper slot or something. I suppose. Otherwise I gotta look for a knife of some kind. Cutting utensil of some sort. But, yeah, that's the box. It's the Atari 2600 Plus box. I just got this a short while ago from the post office, so I have not opened it, I have not tested it. Figured we'd share the experience together. Ain't that right? You don't care. Okay. You would have preferred this to be an Atari 7800. I don't blame you. But this is the best they could come up with. More people have fondness for this wood grain thing than the only console that is played by professionals, because the Atari 7800 is a pro system and you don't care. Anyways, I'm going to look for a knife to open the little tab thing, and we'll explore what's inside the box. Presumably it'll be a console. Or maybe it'll be a piece of meat. Who knows? Yeah, it occurred to me we didn't sample the screenshots here, which presumably are the 10 games included on the 10-in-1 cartridge. So we got Adventure, Combat, Dodge 'em, Haunted House, Maze Craze, Missile Command, Real Sports Volleyball, Surround, Video Pinball, and Yar's Revenge. So quite a selection of games on there. And we cut the thing up so we could actually open it up, and plastic out of the way. We have the lovely little Atari 2600 thing. And that is not real wood. That's a bit of a disappointment, but no surprise. So we got our USB-C power output thing, left controller, difficulty switches, right controller, difficulty switches, your aspect ratio. So if you want to play 16:9 or 4:3, presumably they blow up the image on 16:9, so I don't know if you want to play it that way. I don't care. You got your power switch, your TV type, your game select, and your reset switch. And obviously the cartridges go in there. So I'd imagine this is slightly smaller than the actual Atari 2600 console. We'll set this aside for now. We got ourselves a Atari quick guide. So if you want to set the thing up, it shows you where all the pieces go. One-sided, well, the paper's high quality at least. I will give them that. Give them that much. Sooner or later. I'm doing this with one hand because I'm using the other hand to hold the camcorder, because we needed a fancy box for HDMI cable. Plug it to your TV. It's your USB power cable, which always use another one of those. Anything on the other end. Nothing. Excellent. tell me this is not the most thrilling unboxing you've ever seen in all your lives, or whatever. I really don't care. So that's the much vaunted 10 game-in-ones. And yeah, I have heard about this. It uses dip switches. So it shows you the different switch positions. They'll give you all the different dip switch positions to give you the various games to play. Because again, this is an emulator box, so I presume that if you have any multi-carts or what is it, those Harmony carts or whatever it's called, the Atari equivalent of what they use as EverDrives or whatever, it's probably not going to work with these. And we have a cable, a 9-pin connector, and then this. We will eventually pull out our Atari 2600 newfangled joystick. It is an Atari 2600 joystick. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. It's sort of an exact replica. Kinda, sort of. What do you think? You don't care. Okay, excellent. Let me pull out a couple of things. Give me a minute. Okay, so what we have here on the right side, we have a vintage Atari VCS 2600 CX40 something that I bought for $1.99 at a Village de Valeur thrift store decades ago, I guess. And on the right we have the CX40 Plus that came with the Atari Plus, and they're kind of similar. You know, this one moves around pretty much the same thing. Nice clicky sounds. Similar build, similar size. Not much of a difference in that regard. Obviously, there's an Atari logo on here, and this does not have one. And obviously, this has a little more wear and tear. It's seen some action over the years, but it still works. So that's something. I'm going to move these out of the way. And we have their I'll move this side here. So we got a bunch of junk around these parts. But yeah, we got our Atari 2600 Plus over in the shadow. And to the side, I don't have a 2600 on hand, but I do have an Atari 7000 Pro system. And this is slightly smaller than the 7800, but not by much. Yeah, actually, you know, it might almost be the same size as the 7800 now that I think about it. Probably not height-wise, but certainly length-wise. So, not that much smaller than the 7800 at least, which is played by professionals. All those so-called pro gamers in those tournaments are posers, because none of them probably ever heard of a 7800 Pro system. That's on them. They didn't know what they were missing, but that's besides the point. Anyways, that's your power switch, that's your color, black and white, that's your game select, I mean, the switches work for the most part. And then, you know, you plug your controllers in the back. Because that's how Atari operated. You plugged your things in the back. Atari 7800 rolled ahead with the times. Controller ports in the front. Like normal people would put their controller ports, but that's just me. This is from a different era, before my time. Literally before my time. I wasn't born when this was a thing, so yeah, there you go. My very own Atari 2600 video computer system. Not the legit thing, but close enough. So now the only thing left to do is to hook it up and see if this thing works. So I'm going to try the sampler game. Okay, so I had to push in the HDMI cable a little further, but yes, we have Adventure. I'm going to play Adventure now. If there's no sound, it's because I don't have the volume up. There we go. Still key. So did the key kill the dragon or something, or? Jealous. Yes, I am playing Adventure with one hand while holding a camcorder, and my arm's getting fucking tired. Hence why I'm not saying anything. Wrong way, dumbass. You want to go down. Go down. Go further down. Oh. Yeah, the dragon ate me. Oh well. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, let's try something else. Command, Condom, Missile Command. Where's Revenge, huh? This is what it's come down to, ladies and gentlemen. Atari logo. And now the focus one. Come on. Hurry up. Ah, there you go. Yours Revenge. Anyways, I don't need to tell you. You don't need to know. Anyways, I am not going to attempt to play Yar's Revenge with one hand. That'd be silly. So we know that works. But we need to sample some other things. But not right now. I got some other stuff to do at the moment, but bear with me. I'm going to pull some stuff out of mothballs, some stuff I haven't used in a while, and we're going to sample some more stuff. Some games that I got laying around, some equipment I got laying around, and we'll see if this whole thing has been worth the investment. What's this? Ms. Pac-Man, Atari 7800 Pro System, and an Atari VCS? What madness is this? Well, this is supposed to play 7800 games, so I guess we're going to find out if it lives up to that claim. There's your Atari logo. Loading game. Success! Ms. Pac-Man. In glorious, out of focus, high definition. Quality, come on, work with me. There you go. Now I gotta try and play Ms. Pac-Man with this controller. Left-handed, by the way, which I am not. So... oh, that's unfortunate. The colors are fairly accurate, I would imagine. Get back here, you fucker. This should be a throwback, by the way. The olden days of YouTube, where every crappy, angry reviewer wannabe would aim their fucking camcorders at the TV. Jesus fuck me. There we go. Real Sports Boxing for 2600. Paid 99 cents once upon a time. Good luck. And this is one of the trouble games apparently. We'll see what that gives us. Atari. Yeah. Loading game failed. So, will not be able to play one of my childhood favorites, Real Sports Boxing, on the Atari 2600 Plus. I am very sad. I am very sad. I'm disappointed. I want my money back. Have I played Atari today? I tried playing Atari today. It let me down tremendously. And I am not happy. Okay, so try something a little different here. Got Xevious for the Atari 700 Pro system plugged in. And instead of using the joystick that it came with, we're going to use the Atari 700 gamepad that they originally released in Europe. I bought ages ago, and is usually my preferred method of playing any semblance of Atari these days. So I'm going to plug that in. And see if that loads up. Let's see if that loads up. Jesus. Loading game failed. Methinks this is a bit of a bust. Oh, but the Atari logo is glowing here. That's kind of superfluous, but that's something, I guess. It is October 1st, 2024. This is the latest update to this entire adventure. Some time has passed since we started this document of sorts. New dog to take the place of the dearly departed. I figured out how to do a firmware update on this thing, and lo and behold, we have Xevious working, and that makes me very happy.